Well, the first machinima I ever saw would have to be The Last Tier War. I got into Smash Taz when its 6th episode was just recently released, and have been a loyal fan since then. As I watched, I imagined doing something like that because it looked fun, and it was a great way to employ sort of fanfiction in animated form, since I normally did fanfiction, just fanfictions at the time. It wasn't until I saw Wolf's Retarded Mission that I seriously went into making machinima seriously, since I saw it as an amusing antithesis of myself and how I tend to tell stories. Well, Smash King is purely the actiony, raw machinima that stars Bowser of all characters as the main character. That's been the plan in the early stages of making the story, when everything would be taking place during Smash Bros. Melee, and then it would transfer into Brawl when the game would come out at the time. Originally, the female character that would be consistently seen with Bowser in the original plan was Samus, since she's more into the tough girl image than Peach is. I know that may sound weird, but it would make sense if I told you how the original plan of Smash King went. But I can't say, since several of its elements still exist in the current version, and that would be spoiling. Anyway, back to the question. A romantic subplot is something I don't see a lot in machinima, so I thought I would do one to be fresh, I guess. It just seemed to click more since Bowser has already been depicted of harboring a romantic interest in Peach in some of the video games, so I went with that. It's also kind of like Shrek and Beauty and Beast, where we have two people that are never expected to be romantically linked to one another due to their appearance, their upbringing, etc. I'm always a sucker for those kind of love stories, and Bowser and Peach seriously fit that category like a glove. Furthermore, it adds to the animosity between Bowser and Mario. What, no more Smash King questions? Well, I'm certainly not about to tell you what my new series Rebel Panther is about. I can, however, tell you where the idea came from, at least. Well, since Smash King will focus more onto drama down the road, I figured I needed a sister series that emphasizes more comedy. But Rebel Panther was in trouble, for I had a tough problem figuring out its premise. It was originally an adventure-esque kind of story where the Horned King was actually the ruler of the entire world, an evil warlord and all that, and Panther and her comrades would go about to restore peace and faith, kind of like, sort of like Robin Hood, actually. The problem is that Smash King already has that kind of adventurous vibe, not to mention that I really couldn't think of ways to make Rebel Panther's original plan that funny. But after talking about anime like Soul Eater and Sailor Moon with my friend Jack, that's Sonic's VA in Smash King, by the way, it hit me. A school environment for a concept. I have yet to see a machinima to implement something like that, so I quickly went with that. Not to mention that school things are ripe with parody. So that's how the concept of Rebel Panther came about. Like choosing Bowser as the lead for Smash King, I wanted a different lead that no one used before. It's kinda limiting for Rebel Panther's case because I wanted a female lead this time. That's when I decided on hopefully making it the first Sheik-centric machinima. It's also Zelda-centric as well, in a way, but you know, it's definitely not the first one. The Epic Genderbender Smash says hi. Inspiration, well, I have plenty of those, but my top inspiration would definitely have to be Dexter Boy. I initially didn't think I would like his first series, Peach's Slutty Adventure, just because of the name. You know, well, anyway, the characters seemed interesting though when I first saw them in his collab with Guitar Master X7, Peach's Slutty Rawgasm, so I decided to give it a chance. When I did, the first episode of Wolf's Retarded Mission came out at the time, and well, love at first sight, I guess. I was enamored by the absurdity and randomness of both his series, so that he grew to be my personal favorite Brawl machinimator. And as I said before, he was the drive for me to seriously begin making Smash King. Another inspiration would be Mega Blaster, since Silver Crisis is the first serious Brawl machinima I've ever seen. The turnout of its first episode told me that it doesn't necessarily have to be funny all the time to be enjoyable. Finally, of course, both Shippage and Super Duo Man for introducing me into machinima in the first place. Since my second Brawl main, Bowser, is the star of Smash King, I wanted to use my first Brawl main as the lead role this time. The character you're seeing right now, Wolf in his black fur palette. As for what his role is in the series exactly, you'll see. No current plans for collabs, although Blackened, whatever, I think that's how he pronounced his name, Blackened of the Machinima Brawl deliveries has personally asked me. Mega Blast and I were also talking about collabs when we saw people's suggestions of Beans 2 and the like on either the Smash Tasm forums or on Ross Black Dragon's YouTube channel. I have a bit more free time during the summer, so I could seriously consider working on a collab. I think it would be fun. Nope, I want you all to keep guessing. Haha! Okay. One spoiler. Later in the series, Peach will be fighting Ganondorf. How and why did it come to that? That's just for your imagination until I get to that point. Well, that's it for the interview. Hope you all enjoyed it.